Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Harley Viston. I'm a undergrad political science student at UC Berkeley, and I'm here to tell you that you should start perceiving the pandemic positively. The reason why I say that is because when you look at the pandemic through the media, you'll see that they're talking about it in a very negative light. The pandemic is taking away jobs and everything, but for us college kids, I realized that it can actually prove advantageous to us. I've been making the best out of my pandemic experience. I've been able to get more work done with my classes, and I want to show you how you can do that too. It's just about changing that mindset. So the first thing I noticed when the pandemic started, especially with our college community, the downside is that there's a lot of less things to do. But the upside about this situation is that you can narrow down everything that you're working on and narrow down to focus on just the most important ones. For example, like in campus, we're so occupied with the club culture, the fraternities, the sororities. They're all great. They're great for networking, but your time and energy is like invested in them, especially when you're a member of one, because you feel more obligated to go to these events, becoming a member and everything like that. But during the pandemic, you get to be erased from that scene. You get to spend more time like at home just chilling, and you get to narrow down the subjects that you really want to work on. For example, I stopped with the clubs and like playing soccer and everything at Berkeley. It broke my heart. Obviously, I can't like really be with friends anymore, but I was able to take that time and like really invest in my studies. Like I took a class called political psychology at UC Berkeley, and we learned a lot about what happens right now, like what explains the political culture, why do people think this way about politics. And those are the types of videos that I want to work on later on. But for now, I just want to focus on the basics. And also, you should like spend the rest of your time just spend the rest of your time just doing the things that you love. You know, I study like political science. Like I love the subject. Whatever you guys are passionate about, if you guys are studying languages, coding, and stuff like that, you just really like refine your skill, because this is a time when you get the least amount of distractions to actually focus and hone in on that. Now that's true. There's a lot less things to do because you have like less occupations with campus and the clubs and the organizations, whatever you're involved with. That's all gone. But like now, this is your opportunity during the pandemic to really pursue other things. Like, what are your like main interests? For example, here in San Diego, I'm lucky enough to have grown up here my whole life, and being an avid surfer, that was a good activity for me to take my mind off of the pandemic. I go surfing as much as I can down here in Ocean Beach, Pacific Beach, Scripps, and just have fun. So, like, what activities are you interested in? Did you ever like to cook, or did you ever want to like learn how to do something on the skateboard? This is the time for you to like really try those out, because now you have like less occupations. You're not as busy anymore, so now you can like spend all this free time to do free things that'll like help you like with your mental health, because you're enjoying it so much. Like you always need an activity, you always need a break. No matter how hard you're working, I know me as a college kid, I can like burn out easily. So this is why you need like a side gig for yourself, for your mindset, to like really cleanse and like just forget about work for a second and like just enjoy the things that you like. The second thing that I noticed that people are able to do better now that the pandemic has started is pay more attention to politics. Now it sounds crazy, and I might be a little biased because I study political science, but I'm telling you, like, politics like affects everyone's lives, whether you're a healthcare giver or if you're a coder, like worrying about like your patents and stuff like that. Politics is involved in every aspect of it. And now that we're at home and that we're just focused on like our screens, like our computer screens or our phone screens, we're able to see like the brutality, how modern it is in the United States, and like how much injustice major communities get because we're not paying attention. We've been paying attention for the past few years, but now the plurality of the American population is able to focus on it now. That's why we're more mobilized. That's why June 5th you saw the biggest civil rights movement in terms of like the quantity of marchers on the streets all over the US. So that's why we need to be more mindful of like the politics, what's going on in Congress, and most importantly, we should vote. Like November is just around the corner, guys. Like we need to like vote and make sure that we implement like meaningful change into our systems perpetually. Last thing I want to emphasize is now in the modern age, like we have so much technology, and we can like, now that we're in the pandemic, we're not really paying for housing expenses or whatever. You can like start investing in technology. So one of the things I mean about taking advantage of technology is like realizing that there are more advanced pieces of tech available for you to be able to do more. Like advantage of like saving the money from living at home, or not having to pay for rent anymore, to invest more in your technology. Like we're able to do so much more now by like doing Zoom calls, and a lot of internships are gonna be virtual now for the fall. So start looking for those. And I just upgraded from a Chromebook to the Microsoft Surface Book. So that's like something that I was able to do because I wanted to like write better essays and be able to like do filming again. You know, going back to like following my passions and like doing things that I love during quarantine. So these are basically the ways that I've been able to turn the pandemic into something positive. Now, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully I'll be able to like make more content that'll help you guys, especially my college students out there. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Drop a comment down below if you have something to add. Okay, thank you guys. My name is Harley Viston. Peace.